Today we're going to be making a traditional Maltese date cake recipe, which we will show you how to make the pastry and the filling. I'm going to start off by making the pastry for this date cake, which consists of flour, sugar, butter, lard, orange blossom water, although I'm using rose water, which is very similar to the orange blossom water, and you also may want to put brandy, but because I'm making this for my father, I'm not going to put alcohol into this ingredients. So I'm going to mix my ingredients together. I am going to have a bowl of water aside so I can slowly add it into the recipe. So once I have all the ingredients mixed up, I continuously fold the dough and continue to press down until I have a nice mixture that is sticky and moist. And there we go. And then I'll set it aside until I need it. Now that I'm done the pastry dough, I'll start working on the filling. We're going to use dates, which we soaked for about a half hour. So we had the whole date that was, the pits were taken out, and then I cut it up into small pieces, and then I soaked it in water for about a half hour. And now I'm going to drain it because I no longer need the water, so that now the dates are nice and moist and easy to break down into more of a paste texture. So once I finish draining the dates, I have peeled an entire lemon for its zest, and I shred it up to smaller pieces, and I sprinkle it on top of the dates, and then I'm going to mix it throughout the entire batch of dates so that it's evenly mixed. So once I have the dates and the lemon zest all nicely mixed up and it's balanced throughout the whole ingredients, I now add the crushed powdered cloves, and then I add some more rose water into the filling. So we have it in the pastry dough, and now we also have it in the filling. And then we thoroughly mix that up as well. So once your pastry dough and the filling is complete, you want to prepare your workstation with flour so that you can roll out the dough. Since the dough is a little sticky, you want to make sure you have enough flour so it doesn't stick to your countertop. You want to roll out your dough to a nice thin layer. So now that we have our pastry dough nicely rolled out to a thin layer, we're going to cut strips of the dough. And then we're going to do a zigzag cut of a couple of pieces on each layer. So this is how you would want your pieces to look for the pastry. So once you have all your pastry dough cut out and ready for the filling, you get a piece, you have a bowl of water. It helps close off the pastry once you have your filling. You take about a spoonful of the filling, place it in the center portion of the pastry dough. You wet your fingers and you wet the dough on both ends so that they will stick together, and then you would pinch them closed so that it doesn't open when you're cooking them. So what I do is with my fingers, I just squeeze it and making sure the filling inside is nicely balanced and that there's enough filling inside the pastry. Once we have all of our date cakes complete with the pastry dough and their filling, we have a small pot with some oil in there. I've chosen vegetable oil today, and I put it on medium heat so that the oil doesn't cook and splatter everywhere. And I have a tray put aside with some paper towel so that it can absorb the oil once the date cake is completely cooked. So once the oil is ready at the perfect heat, we put in our date cakes and cook them until they become a nice golden brown. We first cook one side, and once that side is complete, we flip it over and we make sure that that side also gets completely cooked. So I would suggest cooking these for about 3 to 5 minutes based on their size. I've made them around a small medium. And once your full batter is cooked, you can let them cool down a bit and eat them warm, which is the traditional way they're eaten in Malta. We hope you enjoyed this recipe, and if you have any comments about it, please leave it in our comment section. We thank you, and if you want to see other videos such as this, please subscribe to our page, like it, share it, and hit that notification button. Thank you.